Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Orlando Magic tonight. As of right now, the Los Angeles Lakers have beaten the Magic tonight in convincing fashion. It was basically the similar type of win that they got against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and with this win, the Lakers are now 2 in a row as of this record shows right now, where the Lakers are. They're on a 2-game winning streak as it stands without LeBron and Anthony Davis. The Lakers are starting to mesh well together even without LeBron and Anthony Davis. And that's the expectation, personally, that I want to see from the Los Angeles Lakers, to not always rely on our 2 superstars to win us games. I mean, you need to have players like Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Kuzma, Dennis Schroder, and the rest of the Lakers squad to basically win games like these, to have a huge advantage when it comes to facing, other opportunities to face some players when you have like LeBron and Anthony Davis like sitting out, taking a rest here and there. I mean, we need to have these particular players to go out there every single night and just play to the best of their abilities, especially players like Kyle Kuzma, Dennis Schroder, and Montrezl Harrell. So, there was just an easy win for the Los Angeles Lakers, and there was just a lot of news for the Los Angeles Lakers today. We all know the breaking news that happened this afternoon, and that was Andre Drummond signing with the Los Angeles Lakers. I made a video about that, so if you guys go check it out, I really do appreciate it. This was a big move by the Los Angeles Lakers by bringing in, Andre Drummond, because, he is a rebounding machine, a guy you can really rely upon when it comes to protecting the rim, and, when it comes to grabbing those rebounds. He's just a monster big man when it comes to that sort of instance. And, it's so glad that he is on his way to the Los Angeles Lakers. We could expect to see him debut with the Los Angeles Lakers possibly on Wednesday when we face the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, he is the type of player that, when he was with the Pistons, he was like the number one guy for that team, if you really think about it. I mean, he, won games here and there, even as a player that he was the number one option. I mean, he is an all-star, so he has the ability to bring that all-star caliber mentality when it comes to, playing with the Los Angeles Lakers. And, with Anthony Davis and LeBron James being out, he could be the driving force for the Lakers to win games here and there. I mean, that's a possibility, and we could expect to see that from Andre Drummond, and hopefully we can see some greatness out of him once he joins the Los Angeles Lakers in these next couple of days. Potentially, we could expect to see him on Wednesday, but, still remains to be seen about that. But, just really can't wait for that. And once again, welcome to the Los Angeles Lakers, Andre Drummond. But, to talk about this win against the Magic tonight, I mean, all across the board, I mean, the Lakers just stepped up in a huge way, especially when it came to, I believe, the second quarter, where they were just leading by, I believe, like 5, maybe 8 points at the end of the first half. But then they kind of struggled a bit in the third quarter. But at the end of the day, they made that up in the fourth quarter by just managing the lead that they were on. I think they were like up by 4 points, but they were facing the Magic, so it was a kind of an even type of performances from both teams. And we just saw a bit of some players out there tonight stepping up for the Lakers to take this basically this easy win. I mean, this was supposed to be an easy win for the Los Angeles Lakers because of the Orlando Magic not being a good team themselves. So I'm so glad the Lakers got this win. And, we have to give a lot of credit to Montrezl Harrell, who I believe he had 18 points off the bench. He just continues to dominate for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to the second unit. I mean, he's just a monster, when it's all said and done. And, continues to step up for the Lakers because of the circumstances of not having LeBron and Anthony Davis on the court. So, he's just been stepping up for the Lakers ever since, and I just hope he keeps that momentum and this mentality that he's in moving forward. So, great job out there for Montrezl Harrell. You have to give some credit to the starting lineup. I believe Dennis Schroder led the Lakers with, 24, maybe it was 26 points out there tonight. So great job on his end, continuing to show his abilities to, control the team and being that leader that he is, the floor general that he is. So, he's that third option, if you will, with the Lakers. So he's just been stepping up for the Lakers as of late, averaging around 14 to 16 points. But I think this time around, he was he averaged tonight with 24 points, I believe. I might be mistaken, but like always, I'll put the stats, as you can see, on this video so you guys can check out the stats of the Los Angeles Lakers and how they performed. Kyle Kuzma, stepping up for the Lakers as well tonight. I believe he had 21 points, maybe 22, but I know he averaged 20 points out there tonight. So, and averaged 11 rebounds continuously. This season for him when it comes to rebounding has been sensational for Kyle Kuzma. He's been averaging around 8 to 11 rebounds a game. I mean, for these past couple of months. So he's been sensational when it comes to grabbing those rebounds, playing some defense that I'm very impressed with him on. Sure, he's been struggling when it comes to, the offensive side, shooting wise. But, when it comes to defense, if he can give you that on occasion, then we have to appreciate the greatness of Kyle Kuzma when it comes to that particular instance that he brings to the table. So great job out there for Kyle Kuzma. And when it comes to the rest of the Lakers squad, Markieff Morris, he's also been stepping up as of late, and he rightfully so. I mean, he has been inserted to the starting lineup due to the circumstances of LeBron and Anthony Davis being out. So you obviously need to give the guy his minutes and a starting role because of his ability to really make a huge difference when it comes to the defensive side and the offense as well. He also averaged a double-double out there tonight with, I believe he had 12 points and also 11 rebounds. Same goes for, forgot to mention, with Montrezl Harrell, who also averaged 11 rebounds out there tonight. So it's 11, 11, 11 for Kyle Kuzma, Markieff Morris, and Montrezl Harrell. So the rebounding side has been in the favor for the Los Angeles Lakers in this time against the Orlando Magics. And, Markieff Morris, he's been stepping up for the Lakers, just helping out the Lakers here and there, averaging around 12 points and maybe 13 points a game and giving you maybe 8 rebounds. So since starting for the Los Angeles Lakers, he's just been sensational, and I just really can't wait to see more out of him, especially, come to think of it, guys, I was just thinking about it just a couple of minutes ago when it comes to Markieff Morris. And, with his ability alongside Andre Drummond, it's just going to work wonders alongside him. I mean, both guys who could potentially play very well together. And due to the circumstances of not having LeBron and Anthony Davis, it's just going to play huge wonders of how Montrezl Harrell will work very well with this Lakers team that they have right now. And by the time LeBron and Anthony Davis do return, that's another whole different scenario of how dominant Montrezl Harrell, Andre Drummond, sorry about that, will play very well with LeBron and Anthony Davis. So that's a whole different aside. But, when it comes to this Lakers team, without LeBron and Anthony Davis, we had to see how they will mesh well with Andre Drummond. And just really can't wait to finally see Drummond in a Lakers uniform. And we could expect, like I said, to see him maybe on Wednesday when we play the Milwaukee Bucks, but still remains to be seen about that. And just on a quick note, it still remains to be seen about that last roster spot. It's kind of up in the air of where the Lakers might, who would they potentially pursue when it comes to that last roster spot, because it's kind of hard to say who the Lakers will pursue because there's not a lot of buyout players that could be a consideration for that last roster spot. As we all know, the Lakers are looking for a 3-and-D type of player, and mainly a guard, but you never know. They could go either way, maybe a small forward or maybe a guard, but still remains to be seen. I mentioned a couple of players in my couple of videos ago with Jeff Teagues. There's also maybe Avery Bradley, Otto Porter Jr., but it kind of looks like he's going to remain with the Orlando Magic, but you never know, things might change. But there's a lot of scenarios the Lakers could do to improve, to find somebody who could be a huge help to the Lakers, but still remains to be seen about that. But we just have to see. And so far, overall, I loved how the Lakers played tonight. Hopefully they just keep this momentum moving forward once LeBron and Anthony Davis return, and with the help of the new arrival in Andre Drummond, we could potentially see more wins under the Lakers' belt in these next couple of weeks when it comes to by the time LeBron and Anthony Davis returns. So it's still remains to be seen about that, but we had to be optimistic when it comes to Andre Drummond and the possibilities of we can finally see him in the Lakers uniform these next couple of days and what he will bring to the table. And I just really can't wait to see Andre Drummond, what he's made of, and hopefully he just lives up to the expectations for the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers win against the Orlando Magic. Was it an easy win? I mean, obviously, like I mentioned, the Orlando Magic is not a good team themselves, so it was just an obvious win for the Lakers to take. Do you think it was a good win for the Lakers, or do you think maybe we're seeing some chemistry with the Lakers? What they have right now? Is it I don't know, maybe they're working very well to the point that they can win games like this? I mean, still remains to be seen. Even without LeBron James and Anthony Davis, still remains to be seen about that. And we just have to, be optimistic and see what the Lakers are made of, moving forward without LeBron and Anthony Davis. And, there's still that Andre Drummond, possibility of him playing with the Lakers squad without LeBron and Anthony Davis. We still have to see what he's made of. And I can just tell that he's going to bring the house down when it comes to his ability and what he is made of throughout his career. So just really can't wait. Can't wait to see Andre Drummond and this Lakers team, show that they are championship contenders, and just really can't wait. Can't wait to see this Lakers team, flourish moving forward. So guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like all my social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.